You walk through the front door with a grocery bag. Before you have put your keys down, your cat is already there, nose deep inside it, patting the sides, occasionally climbing in entirely. You buy a new couch. The delivery men leave. Your cat ignores the couch and spends 40 minutes investigating the cardboard it came in. You set a single paper bag on the floor for 30 seconds. Your cat treats it like a crime scene. Most owners find this charming and leave it at that. But what is actually driving this behavior goes deeper than curiosity, and it connects to something your cat is doing constantly, quietly, in every room of your house, whether you notice it or not. Your cat is mapping its world, and every new object that enters that world is a potential threat, a potential resource, or a potential shelter until proven otherwise. The inspection is not optional. It is not a cute quirk. It is your cat running one of the most fundamental survival programs it has. And understanding why changes how you see your cat moving through your home entirely. The foundation sits in something animal behaviorists call spatial memory. Cats in the wild do not own territory in any abstract sense. They own a detailed mental map of it. Every rock, every hollow, every scent marker, every sightline. Dr. John Bradshaw, whose research on feline cognition is among the most cited in the field, describes the domestic cat as an animal carrying a continuously updated internal model of its environment. The map is never finished. It is always being refined. New objects break the map. A grocery bag that was not there this morning is a gap in information your cat cannot leave unresolved. The unknown object could conceal a predator. It could contain food. It could carry another animal's scent marker. Your cat does not know, and not knowing is not acceptable. So it investigates until it does, files the result, and moves on. If your cat has ever refused to leave a new object alone until it had inspected every surface of it, drop a comment below. I want to know how thorough yours gets. The second layer involves scent in a way most people underestimate. Your cat's nose contains roughly 200 million scent receptors. Humans carry around 5 million. That grocery bag you carried home is not just a bag to your cat. It is a dense record of everywhere it has been, every surface it touched, every human or animal that handled it before you did, and every environment it passed through between origin and your kitchen counter. Your cat is not sniffing the bag. It is reading a document, and that document contains information about the outside world that your cat, especially an indoor cat, has no other way to access. Researchers studying feline olfactory behavior have found that cats can distinguish between individual humans, individual animals, and specific locations based on scent alone. The bag from the grocery store smells like the store, the other shoppers, the person who packed it, the parking lot, and every surface in between. That is an enormous amount of data arriving in your home at once. Your cat is processing all of it before it decides the bag is safe to ignore. This is also why bags get more attention than most other new objects. A new piece of furniture carries some scent, mostly manufacturing chemicals and transport residue. A bag you carried through the outside world carries layered, complex, socially dense scent information that requires significantly more processing time. The longer the investigation, the more information was in the bag. The third piece is about boxes specifically, and it has the most interesting research behind it. Cats do not just investigate boxes. They return to them, sleep in them, and often treat them as preferred resting locations even when better alternatives sit nearby. The cardboard box that held your new appliance will stay on the floor for a week, and your cat will choose it over the expensive cat bed you bought for exactly this purpose. A 2014 study conducted at a Dutch animal shelter found that cats given access to hiding boxes showed measurably lower stress indicators than cats without them. Cortisol levels dropped. Behavioral markers of anxiety decreased. Recovery time from new stressors improved. The researchers concluded that the ability to hide and observe from a position of concealment is so fundamental to feline stress regulation that even a simple cardboard box provides real psychological benefit. Your cat is not being contrary when it prefers the box. It is using a stress regulation tool that evolution built into it over millions of years. 4 walls and a covered top is not just a container. It is a den, a shelter, a position of tactical advantage where the cat can observe outward but cannot be approached from the side or behind without warning. Has your cat ever chosen a cardboard box over something expensive you bought specifically for it? Drop it in the comments. The fourth piece is about how your cat actually approaches something new. and watching it closely reveals something most owners completely miss. The sequence is never random. Dr. Mikel Delgado at UC Davis, who studies feline cognition, has documented that cats approaching novel objects follow a consistent staged pattern every single time. Distant observation comes first, sometimes for several minutes. Then a slow approach with the body carried low, weight distributed to allow fast retreat if needed. Then contact with an outstretched paw before any nose contact, because the paw can test and withdraw far faster than the head can. Then nose investigation once the paw has confirmed the object does not react unpredictably. Then full body engagement only after every prior stage has returned a safe result. This is a structured risk assessment. Your cat is not wandering over casually and sniffing something out of mild interest. It is running a protocol that its ancestors developed because skipping a step had fatal consequences. Watch the next bag investigation from start to finish, and you will see every stage play out in the exact order, every time. The fifth piece is the social one, and it applies specifically to your scent on the object. Every bag and box you bring home carries your smell alongside everything else. Your cat is not just investigating an unknown object. It is investigating an unknown object that is associated with you, and that changes the threat calculation entirely. Research on scent-based social recognition in cats shows that familiar human scent functions as a mild stress reducer in bonded cats, producing effects similar to the actual presence of the bonded person. When your cat climbs into a bag you just set down, part of what it is doing is combining shelter with proximity to your scent. The bag is enclosed, it carries warmth from being held against your body, and it smells like its person. From a feline stress regulation standpoint, that combination sits close to optimal. This is also why many cats seek out worn clothing, laundry baskets, or bags their owner has used repeatedly over time. The scent concentration is higher, the association is stronger, and the comfort effect is more pronounced. Your cat is not randomly choosing where to sit. It is consistently gravitating toward whatever in the environment smells most like you. One more thing worth knowing. The investigation is never truly finished. Your cat will revisit a box it already inspected yesterday if the scent on it has changed, if something new was stored inside it, or if enough time has passed that the information feels outdated. This is not forgetfulness. This is the map staying current. A box that was safe and neutral yesterday could theoretically be different today, and your cat's survival programming does not allow it to assume otherwise. This is the same animal that patrols the same rooms every day, checks the same corners, sniffs the same spots along the wall, not because it forgot what was there, but because the map requires verification. New information is always better than old information, and your cat operates on that principle without exception. 5 layers underneath a behavior most people dismiss as a cat being weird. The map that has to stay current, the scent document that carries the outside world indoors, the shelter instinct that a cardboard box satisfies better than almost anything you can purchase, the structured risk assessment running every single time something new appears, and the comfort of an enclosed space that smells like you. Your cat is not being strange when it climbs into every bag and box. It is doing the job it has always done in every environment cats have ever occupied, keeping the map current, reading incoming information, securing the territory, regulating its own stress with tools that have worked for millions of years. Your living room is your cat's entire world. Every new thing that enters it matters. And your cat is the only one in the household taking that seriously. If this reframed something you watch your cat do every single day, share it with someone who has ever lost their cat inside a cardboard box for 20 minutes. And subscribe, because next week we are going into why your cat knocks things off tables and whether it is actually doing it on purpose.